We don't need no information. Wow. We don't need your thought control. Hey, sissy, leave them children alone. All in all, it's just another freak in the wild. All in all, he's the man with everything. He's Mr. Know-It-All. He's the man with a plan. Got a counterfeit dollar in his hand. He's Mr. Know-It-All. Hey, people. Hi, Darrell. Is it Darrell? Am I saying it right? I hope so. Darrell Leslie. Sweet as pie. Toontown. Mm-hmm. Hi, Annette. Is it Annette 75? How you doing? You finally caught me live this week? Lord have mercy. Sometimes you wonder what you're going to go live about today, child. And all you got to do is get a little glimpse of that goddamn Jay Wilson. And you'll be off and running. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute here. Uh-huh. God before everything. How you doing? Mm-hmm. Hi, Connie. Just came out of Whistle Live. I was there chatting with folks. You chatting with him, girl? I guess you do better in the chat than listen to his punk ass. So let's get our material for today. You know, whenever you can't get no commentary, no content, you just go over to Jay Wilson page because he's bound to say something that's going to irritate you every minute on the minute, right? You don't like StreamYard? I know I don't like it. Sometimes, okay. Hold on. Let's get a little taste.
Okay, keep that in mind. But I just think that you were wrong on this, Lovely Love, and you really do owe Dovey an apology. Whether you give it to her or not, that's your business.
It is her
your
business.
Show. I don't tell you how to run your show.
Wait a minute.
You didn't treat Dovey fairly.
Okay. Wait a minute.
You know, it's not right. So that's my thoughts on that. Moving right along.
You speak with forked tongue. You just said you're not telling her how to run her show, yet you're telling her exactly what she's supposed to do on her show. You said she owes somebody an apology. You wouldn't stuck your big ass nose up in their business like you stick your nose in everybody else's business, right? And when it serves you, then you don't got to say anything. Oh, don't tell your business. I can't say nothing. I can't tell your business. It's none of your business. That's the whole routine, right? But when you want to go dig into somebody else's business, you just jump your big, fat, wobbly ass in it. I ain't gonna tell you your business. Your business is this. She got an opinion. Miss Thing, some of y'all know that I facilitate groups, right? I've been a facilitator for groups for getting on 15 years. The primary principle in a group is, and they actually have it written down to be read out loud, don't give advice, unsolicited advice. If someone wants advice from you, they will ask for it. I don't know why you think you are the impresario of beef sector, girl. You are constantly coming over here and telling us what the beef sector is and who gonna leave the beef sector, and maybe you shouldn't be in the beef sector. And who made you king, bitch? Hold on. It gets worse. And of course, she does come for me, which allows me then to come for her ass. Come on, girl. You can pick it up anywhere.
It's a show.
Okay.
And can I say that YouTube went on whether Fabe or Sean or anybody is here?
Mm-hmm. Or you.
You are part of the beef sector.
Mm-hmm.
And we're very happy that you're part of the beef sector. But the beef sector don't stop running because you're not here. The beef sector don't stop running if I'm not here. There will always...
Miss Thing, do you ever get tired of saying the same damn thing, girl? We all know what the fuck beef sector is. Why we over here? Shit. She goes on now, and I guess she done went. She says she never watches anybody, Yes, she knows everything that went on in Shard Radley's commentary, and she knows everything that went on in Five Babes commentary. But of course, she don't watch none of them. And then she knows all the things that are going on with what's his name, Brian. She knows all about that. But yes, she don't watch him. She don't watch nobody. But yet, how in the fuck do you come on here and run your mouth, girl, for 4 and 5 hours at a time? This thing, if you don't watch nobody, what are you getting out of that? By saying I don't watch them, I don't watch. Yeah, you go and watch everybody, you black bastard, like everybody else does, girl. There's nothing special about you at all, Jay Wilson. You ain't in no position to be giving nobody no goddamn advice. Now she goes on in this thing to talk about her weight loss. Oh, now. How many months ago did we say that, oh, you passed your weight loss date? You're supposed to lose all this weight. That you said it's an absolute guaranteed thing, right? And now she's going on there and saying, oh, on my weight loss journey, oh, people died. Because Brian and them have been talking about death, all of a sudden now, she didn't take the tonnage off her ass because people died. Somebody died somewhere in the family. That means that she has to gain weight. So what do? You hear the news, somebody died, and then you just start eating. What is the correlation between the two, honey? They're not making you eat because they died, are they? More and more annoying and stupid. I can always depend on this bitch. I want to see when she comes for me, though. Exact same thing. Hold on.
Situations and events that will come up.
Come on, girl. I can't wait.
You all are not all that special.
And you are?
Anybody can be gone today, and people move right along.
Really?
It'll be a memory.
Oh, man.
So this ego to make, I guess, themselves feel good that the streets was dead without you. No, they weren't, honey. They weren't dead. It just goes to show.
Come on, girl. You got to red ball her.
Can be that you can be released into your season. But don't get mad because I guess themselves feel good that the streets was dead without. That's what I want you to get, because you just didn't do your commentary on it. But somebody will comment. And that's all I'm saying. And I don't plan to go anywhere, but I don't ever get to the point to think that these beef sector streets ain't gonna move unless I'm here.
Girl, they don't move because you are here, bitch.
There are people who've been in the beef sector and they are gone, and people will mention them.
Yes. Where did you talk about Timothy Blaine, bitch?
The beef sector moves on. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Be who you are.
Who else am I gonna be?
Stop fronting and stunting in front of these folk. Because if you all that, then we wouldn't see them cheap blinds, cheap makeup, and cheap wigs,
or cheap pictures on the wall,
and all of this other stuff. Y'all ain't stunting on nobody. Talking about something they ested on it. No, you're not.
There she is. So if Five Baby says she's shitting on you again, girl, why does it bother you so much that Five Baby says she's shitting on you, honey? So anyway, he goes on. I can't deal with that voice. You people think I'm lying when I say I'm just jumping through. Everywhere I hit, there's something else stupid being said, right? So she goes on there again. She says, oh, we don't believe in doing drugs. We don't believe. Who exactly are we? Where do you get all this power, Jay Wilson, that you tell them about what we believe in? Oh, you bragging about it. You bragging. Nigga, you bring up my former drug life. Diddy, get it bum over here. Okay, sit right there. Be good. Miss Thing, ain't nobody bragging about their drug life. If I wanted to brag about my drug life, nigga, I'd be doing drugs. If I thought it was a wonderful thing to be on drugs, nigga, I'd still be doing it. I'd be making a whole lot more money doing that than what I'm doing now, right? So why do you try to, oh, you bragging about it? You brag. Nigga, I am defending myself when punk ass bitches out of Texas, girl, are continually coming for my life and my past as if they have some sort of authority over it, and they're going to devalue my life, nigga. It's my life. You never learn what respect is. I'm a grown ass man. Whatever I choose to do with my life, that is on me. If I had a wife, it would be on us. If I had children, it would be on us. But because I don't have those things, it's all on me, girl. And I will decide what I do. I will decide what I say. I didn't need any input for your punk ass bitch. I don't know why you were going to keep on throwing. Well, I do know why, actually. Because on this boring ass thing he did, he made sure that he mentions my name and Babe's name. And then what's that boy's name? Sir King's name and Ryan's name. So you got to bring up each and every individual person's name, trying to motivate them, girl, to take an interest in that goddamn that thing over there, right? That's what she does. My name and her insulting me, it is intentional, because she knows she aroused me. But she doesn't realize that, Jay Wilson, all you have to do, bitch, is appear. That's enough to set me off, girl. You ain't got to say a goddamn thing to piss me off. Your essence pisses me off. Let's see if we can figure out why.
Not even on YouTube, boo-boo. Not even on YouTube. We see where you living. We see how you living.
Mm-hmm.
And you ain't essing on nobody. Just do your show. You're trying to convince
She's
yourself,
shitting on you.
But see, you should already be convinced.
Mm-hmm.
No one, you don't have to have an amen sector.
What are you doing
to make you know who you are?
Who are you, Jay Wilson?
So regardless of how you feel about me, and whatever you say about me, it has no effect on me because I know who I am.
Who are you?
Not only on this camera. Wait a minute.
Let's talk about that. So whatever we say about you doesn't affect you because you know who you are, correct? So after the first degree, I mean, you selected, I guess you went to some kind of career counselor or something, and you went and you got a degree in that, right? Is that what you said? And since you know who you are, then shouldn't you have been able to go to work? But no, you went back and then you got a second degree in something totally different. Now, was that who you are? And then you went back. Okay, that didn't work out. So you went out and you got a third degree. And I would think that after the third degree, you had figured out who you are or what you intend to do with the rest of your life, right? But that wasn't enough because then you went back and got a fourth degree. Now we're going into years now, and you still did not know who you were. I mean, I've heard a lot of testimonies about people entering college, honey, and they're unclear about what they want to do with the rest of their life, right? And that's what part of the point is why they're going there, to figure out what they want to do with the rest of their life, right? But now we're at degree number 3, and now you're at degree number 4, and you still haven't figured out who you are or what you intend to do with your life, right? And then we go to as if 4 wasn't enough. Remember, student debt is collecting. Then you go and get a 5th degree. Did you know who you were after the 5th degree, Jay Wilson? Was it even in the same area? Of any of these 5 degrees that you claim you have, girl, are any of them even in the same area is what I'll ask you, since you know who you are. Okay, let's go after that. So after 5 degrees, then you climb your big fat ass on an airplane to be an airline steward, girl. Now, what the hell does the airline steward got to do with degrees in ministry and finance and all the shit you claim you're a degree in? Oh, don't forget about singing. You got a degree in singing too, right? And you still ain't found out who you are, nigga. And now here you are, 52 years old, on an entry-level job, girl. An entry-level job that is apparently so embarrassing that you have to hide what it is, girl. After all this time on the planet, you got 10 more years to work, and you still can't just say what the fuck you do for a living, girl. But since you know who you are, and you still driving around in taxi cabs in your 50s, yes, you made a big joke out of goddamn Uber now. Oh, I gotta go to my Uber job. I gotta go. But what? Wasn't that your job, girl? When did it turn from being a job to being a joke? Because you think you're so clever and you're so smart. Oh, I'm gonna go to my Uber job. This thing, you claim you have a job that pays you $125,000 a year. You claim you have income other income, bringing you up to $200,000 a year. You're supposed to be on vacation right now, right? And do we see a background of the Bahamas? Do we see a background of the Virgin Islands? Do we see anything? Have you went anywhere, girl? Have you even went to Hawaii, bitch? No, you ain't going no goddamn where because you're living from pillar to post, bitch. You are living from pillar to post. You're doing what most of us are doing, girl. Just making it, honey. But you got to make it a lot more because you keep getting all this shit that you got to keep paying for, girl. And you're so stupid to think that somebody gives a goddamn about it, girl. So you just keep getting further and further and further into debt. Now, my idea is you don't even have credit, girl, because when you want that washer and dryer and you just go, oh, I paid cash. I paid cash. Perhaps you bought a washer and dryer cash because you had no other options, girl. Is that why you had to buy the cheapest one in the store, Jay Wilson? You tell these people to stop putting on airs and to just be themselves. Why can't you just be yourself, nigga? Then you're still on this thing. She's still trying to brag on this goddamn boyfriend. Like she, oh my, do you have a partner? Do you have a partner? I can call my partner. Jay Wilson, you ain't seen that boy no more than once a week. How in the fuck is that your partner? Just keep it real. Just keep it real. Now she said she's going to lose that fat ass stomach and titties. She said she's back on track now because people stopped dying. Okay, so what's going to happen next, Jay Wilson? Will somebody on your block have a car accident and then you got to start eating again? I know when I came across that table to beat your ass, you immediately start putting food in your mouth. Is this part of your disability? You said you were what did he say? He was a pathological eater, or he's he admitted exactly what it was. He's a something. I forget. Y'all may know. Not a pathological eater, but he's I know he stress eats. And so he's saying that anybody on the planet, time somebody dies, then he got to start eating. What does one thing have to do with the other one, Jay Wilson? Tell me. You got sidetracked. I keep trying to tell your big, fat, rotund ass, bitch, after you turn 50 years old, your body changes, right? That's why you're having such a hard time taking off all that blubber, bitch. And it's going to be harder. I got news for you because you're not getting younger. You're getting older, girl. And ain't nothing more sad than some big, fat, old man, old bald-headed ass man out there on the machine. Let me spot you, bro. Let me spot you. Oh. Oh. Do you want me to put the weights on now? Nigga, buy a bicycle or go out and walk in the morning, girl. Your weight loss is not going to come off because you went to the gym. You've heard this guy Brian over here talking about the gym so much, so now you want to try to kidnap that story and make it your story now, right? But we already know, girl, it's not the issue. The issue is those sweet potatoes, is that peach cobbler, is that what do you call that? That red cake. I don't know. He loves that red cake, I believe. Somebody got sweet potato pie in the thumbnail, girl. It's all that DoorDash, girl. All those times when we hear the doorbell ringing, all that food, Jay Wilson, you are going to have to stop eating. It's as simple as that, girl. You can huff and puff and blow the house down. It ain't gonna make no goddamn difference. You are a compulsive eater, right? You are also a stress eater, and you just basically like to eat. And you need to stop eating, nigga, because I'm telling you, a 22-year-old can eat everything you want. You are 24, 25, 26, 27 years old. You can eat all the hamburgers and malted milks and everything else you want, bitch. But when you get to be a 50-year-old queen, girl, it ain't the same. And then when you already said you have an eating disorder, that's what he called it, an eating disorder. Portion control. That's it. Yes, red velvet cake. Oh, y'all got that. Hold on, let me get back over my chat, honey. Y'all got the answers, baby. Baby, I got the number. Don't you worry. It's the arrogance that gets me. So what's going to be the excuse, Jay Wilson, when people ask you, could you stand up now? I mean, when are you going to stand up, girl? You've been sitting your fat ass in that chair, girl, for 3 years, afraid to move, right? Every time you move out of that chair, you got to turn the camera off until they caught you one time. And we saw a rotund. Correct?
I get off of this camera as well. Now, if I work at Uber, girl, I
we're
work
so
at
sick
Uber,
of hearing about Uber.
but I don't owe you any of my financial statements. But
wait a minute, wait a minute. You don't owe, hold on, girl. Aren't you saying in this same video that, oh, you said you fixed income, you are fixed income, and we gonna talk about it. Why would you talk about my personal income, girl? And you said you don't owe nobody no explanation about your income. How does that make sense in your scrambled up brain, bitch? She don't owe nobody no explanation about her income. But yet you want to come here and tell us you make $125,000 on a job, girl. You want to tell us you're making $3,000 on YouTube, right? You want to tell us how much I guess now you done turn Uber into a joke. But you went on there, you were telling us you're making all these thousands and thousands of dollars driving Uber, girl. And I'm thinking, well, goddamn, when I order Uber, girl, I very rarely give them more than $3 or $4. So how many rides are you taking, girl? And you making all these thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and you can't even get your fat ass out and go on a vacation, girl. How long is this nigga gonna put up with this shit, girl? He been hanging around with your fat ass for 3 years, and you still ain't did no better than the amusement park. I'm sorry. I remember working Marks. Ain't no way in hell, girl, you're gonna get away with that. You're gonna have to do something. At least Coney Island.
Don't talk about it.
Uh-huh.
And people get fooled. Let me tell y'all something.
Tell us, bitch.
I can't even tell you, but just look. I'm not stupid, people.
You're not?
There's a method to the madness.
Okay, so you admit this madness.
There's a method to this madness.
Uh-huh.
Enjoy people for who they are on their platforms.
Okay.
Enjoy their shows for who they are. Now, let me say this about last night.
Okay, here we go.
Food Junkie and Treasure Lane came on. Their opinions are not the views of the person who hosts. Just like I said for Dovey's event, I'm not hosting it. This is Dovey's thing, but am I?
Dovey, let me give you some advice, sugar. If you're in here or somebody run over and tell her, do not let that boy have anything to do with promoting your event. Your event has got absolutely nothing to do with him. All he wants to do is go over here and criticize your event, girl, and tell you how much better his event was. That's all he's going to do to you, Miss Dovey. He's only going to make fun of you. So do not fall for it. He's talking about Dovey, it's your event, you in charge, but I'm going to promote it. Did I ask you to promote my private event, bitch? Did you buy a ticket? Did you make a donation? What has it got to do with you? This is the attitude, Ms. Dovey. Do not even get involved with him. And whatever you do not have that fool praying over you. Do not do it, girl. Say, do you want to pray on me? No, thank you. I've got to run now. We get into the good part. We're claiming fair use here for purposes of commentary.
But I can't control Spill It Boy's mouth. I can't control Food Junkie's mouth.
You can't?
But they have a right to their opinion. And you were on the platform, and I saw that Brian was typing from the platform. Now, Brian had he had an invitation to come on up.
You missy ass
but
bitch.
If he chose
why? So you can go on there and fight and argue, girl, so you can get more numbers on that damn channel. Listen, everybody with a brain knows that the thing that went on between those other content creators yesterday, it was wrong. No matter how you spend it, it was wrong. It ain't served no purpose for you to get your fat, funky ass on here trying to bring them. Or you gonna bring them together? So what? Brian gonna say, "Oh hi, James," and James gonna say, "Oh hi, Brian. I'm sorry." No way. You want to get him over there and get him fighting, getting your fat ass in somebody else's argument again, girl. If you don't think, if you have nothing to say, why don't you try to not say anything, girl? I mean, just don't have an opinion on it. So much the fighting that goes on here, girl, is distasteful to me. If I don't have anything, I mean, if it doesn't have anything to do with me, girl, why would I then interject myself to try to get numbers for myself, girl? Right? It was wrong that what happened between them, but that's their fight. It belongs to them. Why you always trying to find a way to wiggle your big fat ass in it, girl? All right, I can't do too much more of this. Hold on. Give me a little bit more taste. Like I said, you can go anywhere in the damn thing.
That is his choice.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't talk about folk dead mamas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't talk about people's health standards.
Okay.
Talk about folk dead mamas.
Okay. Okay. Let me stop it. Okay. You don't talk about people's mamas, right? You don't talk about their dead or living, or coming soon living mothers. Did you say something about my mother having an abusive man 60 years ago? I described an incident in my book about my mother being attacked by a woman abuser 60 years ago. Did you try to throw that up in my face? Did you say that that man had slapped the shit out of my mama and that I was cowardice because my 6-year-old self didn't jump in the front seat on the freeway in a fast-moving car and save her? Did you not make those comments, Jay Wilson? Right? You say you don't say nothing about nobody's status, but when I described to my audience, not to your funky ass, to my audience, girl, that yes, when I was disabled, I was not able to work, right? But you say, oh, I don't say nothing about your status. I don't say nothing about your status. I just want to talk about what your income is. Well, aren't they the same thing? If you're on disability, I mean, isn't that talking about your status? I don't understand it. And then in this particular video, she goes on to say, oh, you said you want a fixed income, so we gonna talk about it. What is there to talk about, Jay Wilson? You see, I assume that people are adults and they have the capacity to understand basic type things in life. For a person to say that they are on a fixed income, and then you're sitting up here watching them day after day after day after day after day on YouTube, how is their income any more fixed than yours, bitch? When you go to your job, girl, isn't that income fixed? Or are you on commission? Right? Because we already know that the only kind of job you can work because you want to get them student loans, whatever, you have to work in nonprofit, right? So there ain't no big profit in a nonprofit. And then whatever your check is, that's what your check is, correct, nigga? But you want to talk about my income. I just use me as just one example because I'm so familiar with it. But anybody else's income, girl, but they ain't supposed to know about yours. And then you make it make sense in your mind, girl. And did you actually have the nerve, Jay Wilson, to go on here and trying to drop lugs about people's houses and their interiors and all this kind of shit, girl? Do people actually realize that you, with the same time you are criticizing Phi Babe for living in an apartment, you're also criticizing Sean Bradley for living in a 6-bedroom house? You're also criticizing people who are damn near homeless. You're just criticizing everybody's life condition, right? Because you have to make yourself feel like you got it going on. You are a success. You are not a success. You are a bald-headed nigga who is living far beyond their means. So they constantly have to find various, what you call streams of income. You need streams of income just to pretend to be who you want to be, bitch. How y'all doing? I've been talking and talking and talking. Habitual eater. Just sit down, girl. If y'all could, I wish Sean Bradley would release that tape though of when I jumped on that boy or attempted to jump on him. Whenever we had our altercation, y'all would see that motherfucker. Here's somebody coming. Come on, motherfucker! I'm gonna knock your goddamn head off, bitch! And then rib bones and chicken bones all in your face. And somebody you don't know if I'm gonna hit you in your nose or not, girl. All you talk about is me going to prison. You don't know what kind of nigga I am. And you just eating and eating. And I said, why is he eating? This is disturbing to me. Jay Wilson like rough trade. If girl, rough trade don't want him, he got to pay him. He got to pay like your way, baby. A couple of days ago, I called him. That all he can do is what you. Please don't be offended, people. All he can do is what they call oral. No other of the body functions are they don't work. You can't do anything. I'm telling you, people. I mean, we're talking about bone hard. It's like that. Soft is like this. You can't do anything with that. You have this enormous, flaccid ass that is repulsive to the sight, girl. Nobody wants anything on that. All he can do is fellatio. That's it. That's why that boy Mark got enough sense not to move up in there, girl. She says, "Oh no, honey, you're not gonna waste my youth on that bullshit." My part. He sounds so stupid. I don't think he understands how stupid he sounds, child. Okay, I promise y'all, this is the last little taste. I'm gonna give me a little taste. And the thing is, I can move my the red ball anywhere. He's gonna be saying something stupid.
Watch. Maybe some trade school and get the degree.
Oh no, this is my favorite part. Wait a minute. Okay,
it's not worth a response.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever Trout Mouth 1862 House said about me, it really don't matter. Because I really don't watch him.
Mm-hmm. You don't watch him either?
To be honest, I don't.
How do you know what he said?
Something very intriguing happens, I stay from over there. But this is a show. Stop intertwining your life so deeply into a show. And see, this is why I don't pay y'all no attention.
I think you do. You're on here 6 hours a day.
Because when I do my show and this camera's cut off, so are you.
Oh, girl, the same goddamn thing.
It's just that simple.
Okay. Come on to the next part.
Starting, then you may get started on. That's all I'm saying.
Come on, girl. Come on.
Be who you are. If you're AKA, be an AKA.
That's for Kimmy.
If you're a Mason, be a Mason.
That's for a GX.
Be an Eastern Star. But don't goop the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And again, y'all be putting all this information up.
But black bastard, why don't you stop talking about it? You keep talking about it. People keep putting the information out, and then you run your goddamn mouth out for 3 and 4 hours. Why don't you shut your goddamn mouth? And then we won't have to worry about, girl, and people could just share whatever the hell they want to share. It's like they go to Facebook. I want to share a picture of my niece. I think she's so cute, this thing. But no, people like you, bitch. It's you. Oh, we gonna talk about it. Well, why are you talking about it? You're saying don't say it, and then you talk. I'm gonna talk about it, dumbass.
And get mad when folks do follow up. No, it ain't no shade. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Tell the truth, baby.
Now,
speak that truth.
I'm supposed to lose weight. I'm going there with the weight thing. But child, I had deaths and a lot of stuff going on, and unfortunately, it stalled some gym and going out and the diet. But that don't mean I don't get back on and start.
Okay.
And now my head is in a good place. And I don't have family members leaving here.
Okay. How you know?
And now I can focus.
How you know?
And you gonna see what Jesus can do. Come on now. Okay. You can see what Jesus do. But I ain't ashamed not one bit, because the goal that I had to be postponed. Absolutely not. Because the weight loss is not for these folk anyhow. It's for me. And that's what you got. What God
I thought you said you weren't supposed to bring nothing on here. I thought you said you ain't supposed to bring nothing on here, or we gonna talk about it.
So I don't care what nobody has to say.
Why are you bringing it on here, bitch?
And let me say this. I celebrate people who said, I want to do 4 years or 2 years of college and maybe some trade school and get the degree and complete it. I celebrate.
What difference did it make, bitch?
Okay? Because a lot of us celebrating prison stints and stealing and all kind of criminal behavior. Now, I'm glad that people have come from amongst that.
Are you?
But we celebrate people who trying to do it right at the beginning.
Okay.
We celebrate home.
Girl, here she go with the home ownership. Hold on.
Ownership over here and people who may want to own. We celebrate people who pay their rent and their mortgage over here. Notice I said rent and mortgage over here. We celebrate people who pay their car payments, okay, over here. We celebrate.
Girl, she going on saying the same goddamn shit, right? So she said that I celebrate my prison life, but yet she want to talk about prison life, and she want to make reference to a book I wrote 15 years ago, and she want to say that you brought it on YouTube. There was no YouTube when I wrote my memoir, girl. You went searching for that, bitch. And I don't need no bald-headed sissy in Texas, girl, to celebrate my turds, girl. What the fuck difference does it make to me how you feel about it, bitch? But she constantly has to find a way to degrade everyone else, to put everyone else down, so she can sit up there in that big, stupid ass, empty ass track house, girl, and feel like, look at me, I made it. I made it. Through the storm and rain, I made it. Sometime I made it. Girl, please, you ain't made shit, bitch. You took your black ass to work because that's all you could do, nigga. You ain't never owned nothing. You ain't never been in charge of nothing, girl. Drug dealers are, they at least they make their own goddamn money, girl. They know what it's like to be entrepreneurial. What do you call it? Entrepreneurs. Whatever you think about it, bitch. I'm sure they're not interested in what you think about it, girl. We're just men out here doing our thing, girl. Right? But here we go. Same old thing. You think her jaws would get tired of saying that shit, girl. And it makes me say the same thing, girl, because, I mean, it's so annoying and it's so in your face, right? So I always tell myself at the end, oh, no more of this. I'm really, literally, I had to take it 5 minutes at a time. 5 minutes here. Skip ahead an hour and a half, 5 minutes there, and it's the exact same thing. The first 5 minutes is the same as the second 5 minutes, and then it's 2 hours later. It's the exact same shit, girl. And she thinks she is somebody. What the fuck are you? How are you giving advice, Jay Wilson? Miss Thing, I wouldn't ask you, Jay Wilson, for advice on how to pick up my dog's droppings, bitch. You have an opinion about every goddamn thing. You knew that story was wrong on yesterday, but you could not resist bringing those people there and trying to get them in confrontation. You are a messy, sloppy, catty queen. That's what you are. Let me see what y'all saying. Timothy just running his mouth today. Oh, he don't stop at nothing. He just talk. No, I don't like StreamYard. It's okay if it's my StreamYard and I'm talking to 1 or 2 people where it's friendly, but as far as going over there, no, we already know what we're gonna get when we get involved in that. And then sometimes they got 8 and 9 of them up there. I keep saying I should drop it really because it's $25 a month that I don't use. Right, unnecessary bill. I keep thinking that, well, you got to get more accustomed to it. Like when I first started doing live streams, I was one of the last people that were in the beef sector at that time, a couple of years ago, who were doing live stream. I just said, well, I don't need to learn anything new. I was doing 10-minute videos. He says that I'm supposed to be ashamed. You were only making $300. You were only. I was making videos that were 7 minutes. 7 minutes of my day, girl. You were on for 6.5 hours. What are you bragging about? Girl, I got what I deserved, honey. Pocket change, bitch. That's what you get. But you got to use it all in the house. If you didn't have to use it all in the house, girl, you would have went on vacation, a proper vacation. How much vacation could you get? You only been working there 5 months, right? So these are basically just sick days, right? So now you done burned up to 6 days, sick days, just sitting around the house running your goddamn mouth. I don't know what's wrong with that boy, Mark. But I don't think Mark is really all that involved in that. You know, we listen to what Wilson says, but we see how he brags about every goddamn thing, child. So I think in 3 years, in these modern times, somebody should have popped the question by now. At least to cohabitate, to live together. And he'll say, oh, he owns his own home. He owns his own home. Well, bitch, can't he rent it out? I mean, usually if you rent your house out, you can pay your mortgage with your rent. Maybe even make a little change on the side, right? And then he can live with you. Like the Chinese water torture, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm behind now. Let me see what y'all saying. Hi, Gwen Washington. Mm-hmm. He is annoying but entertaining. Yeah, I guess I keep bringing my ass over there. I always know that, okay, this child gonna motivate me to get out the bed, honey. It's fortunate that I can't get to her because I probably end up back in prison. Mm. What else is going on, people? Let me see. Subscribe for devices running these days. Lord, sometimes it gets hot, Connie. I watch my computer and my television at the same time because my television, the smart television, it doesn't you don't get the comments on there. So if you want to say anything, you can't say anything on there. And if it's really good, if it's really smoking, then I have the phone on as well. Mm-hmm. So this beef sector has then taken all the joy out of watching television. I very, very rarely go on there. Not even for the news, because the news come on here, you can go right to what news you want to hear. Local, national, COVID related. Mm-hmm. He just said, and again, sometimes Connie, he says, and again, before he says anything, and again. Moron, imbecile comes to mind. Imbecile. Mm-hmm. Still talking about it, guy. Aren't you supposed to go to college, girl, when you get out of high? Shouldn't he be finished with college? I mean, what, 24, 25 years old or something? Shouldn't you be all these years that you've been out of school, bigger? Shouldn't you have been doing something? Shouldn't you be a supervisor or somewhere? Or shouldn't you have a business that you have started? You should have done something, Jay Wilson. Why are you still talking about you went to college, girl? I mean, how it's 4 years, girl. She got to do it in every conversation. We celebrate going to college, doing it all the right way, doing it all the right way, taking it all the right way, taking it. Oh, that's a David Bowie song. I can't sing no David Bowie. They say I'm a snow queen. You watch, and then he got everybody else over there working for free. You know, all the ones he let come over there. He let anybody come over there. They give him content or give people something to watch, but he's the only one gets paid for it, right? I'm sure he doesn't ever offer them anything, even though his numbers have gone from 300 to 3,000. He keeps it all for himself. Sweetest pie, I ain't worried about these sissies, child. I am not worried about these queens. I just hate people who are constantly talking about stuff that they don't know anything about, right? I described my experience in prison dealing with a serial killer, a serial murderer. And this bitch got commentary on it, girl. Like she knows anything about what goes on in prison, about what goes on between men, not little queens in fucking Texas, girl. And she act like she knew all about it, girl. And then she want to talk about everybody's interior. That really bothers me, girl. Because I've been obsessed with interior design since I was a child. I can only do so much. Here's a small apartment, girl. But I've always had a great respect for interior design, girl. And many times that I will sit here and just watch interiors, girl, for hours. I can just do it. I have stacks and stacks of architectural digests that I've collected. And then when I got out of the pen, I recollected them all again. I don't even look at them. I just like interior design. And then to have this stacking funky ass pig come on here, girl, with a $9.99 fake picture of books, girl, with little gold things on it, girl, and that tacky ass living room, girl, with that old used furniture that he got somebody's lobby some damn where, and then she had the nerve to put them ugly ass mirrors on the side of the little TV, girl. And people are getting now, they're not even getting 55-inch no more, girl. They're getting 65, 75, 100 inches of TV, girl, when they got a great big old wall like that. You know, he got this little bitty ass TV on there with the little mirrors on there, and he is the design impresario, girl. All this junk he done got out of the goddamn Motel 6s, girl. But she got so much to say about it. She got so much to say about it. I don't like ignorant imbeciles who don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So I have to wonder why they're talking about it, girl. They don't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. Who was over there? I was just over there listening to that thing. Well, Rhonda, I can't blame you, baby. I do the same thing, obviously. I know what you say. I know you can always depend. Is he wearing the weekly hoodie? Oh, no, he got a white shirt on today, girl. He got on a white T-shirt today. The nigga broke down and bought him a couple of shirts, girl. I think that boy Mark bought him a couple of shirts for his birthday or some shit like that, girl. Because this nigga he's so underwater, child. He has to spend every dime on trying to pretend like he's some kind of successful person out in the suburbs, child. I mean, he ain't got no money to even buy clothes, right? He ain't on no vacation because he can't afford it. And when he goes to Florida, he drives a car, girl. You can't even fly out of town for a weekend. Hell, if you only got 3 days, isn't it kind of self-defeating to drive for a day and a half? You only got 3 days vacation? Idiot. Oh, I guess I'll go back, call my Uber driver. Weekly hoodie. Mark needed to sneak his ass over there and do the world a public service and sneak and get that goddamn nasty, filthy ass hoodie, girl. That big old blousy, nasty old, what is it? That's whatever that kind of fabric is, and burn that motherfucker. So we ain't got to sit up here and look at it no more, girl. Because obviously the idiot boy doesn't realize that it looks kind of dirty and filthy for a grown ass man to sit up here wearing the same clothes 3 and 4 times a week, girl. He said, "But goddamn, can you ain't got enough few extra dollars?" Everybody told him about that nasty ass hoodie. I don't know why he think that's sexy. Oh no, honey. I ain't no way in hell I ever be bald with somebody like that. Nigga, you really gonna wear the same clothes again today? I can't do it. I can't do it. Thank you, Tarja. Von Trail, the lemon head. Thank you for super chat. I appreciate you. Hi, Nikki with the eye patch blue. Hey, Rochelle. So Rochelle, she's a friend over here. Okay, Rochelle got a new channel. Y'all that know Rochelle, go over there and check out her new channel. Has Miss Kimmy been on lately? She burned hot for a couple of weeks. What's going on? You can't let up, Miss Vicky. What's her name? Kimmy. Kimmy, you gotta stay with it, baby. You can't just come on and then disappear for weeks. You can't do it. You're gonna have to, at least for a while, come on regularly. If you can't do it daily, do it every other day. Right? That's the way it goes. Oh, am I giving advice now? Well, I'm just saying that's what my experience has been. You got to come on fried chicken, red velvet cake. Throw it all on there. The doorbell always ringing. He got to stop. He got to say, "I'll be right back." Go get that food, girl. Wings, baby. He likes that red velvet cake with that white icing all over it, child. He likes that pecan with extra pecan, girl. Extra syrup. Sugary greens. Sugar in everything. We can see that by the size of the waist. Y'all see me challenge him the other day when I was over there? I said, Jay Wilson, you won't show us your room. You won't compare rooms. So you reject that challenge. I can see why you would, because ain't nothing on your wall but that stupid ass picture for $9.99. But what about if we just stand up and just show our physiques? We all been and locked up for 2 years, girl. I want to see what you're working with. You told us you're going to lose all the weight by March 1st, right? Now we are at the end of April, and now you got a new commitment. He said, "Oh, people were dying. That's why I got fatter and fatter and fatter." Right? This is the excuse he's using. He's only using that excuse because Brian, who goes to the gym regularly, he's always got the gym in his mouth, and he's talking about death, people dying in the family. So Jay Wilson put all that together. So now he never mentioned about people dying affecting his weight before, but somehow or other, that story was yesterday, and today, all of a sudden, now he became a fat ass because somebody died in his family. Portion control, Jay Wilson. Push away. That's enough. That's it. Well, maybe just one more helping of chitterlings. Yes, the small one. Okay, but give me 2. He one of them niggas that go to the takeout, and he gets a dinner, I don't know, triple, double, hamburger, cheeseburger, and all that. Then he gets 2 dinners to go. He gets one for lunch the next day, girl, and one for a little snacky in the middle of the night. Uncontrolled eater. Thank you, Tara. Target, you hit me again. God bless you. Sugar. Hey, gotta put sugar. If he putting sugar in the greens, he putting sugar in everything, girl. My partner likes it. I got somebody who loves it. I got somebody who could love that, Jay Wilson. Why don't you take a screenshot of that picture that was posted first? I believe the first one to post it was Beefing 313, Troy Allen, right? If you could just take that picture, Jay Wilson, and get it blown up, right? And sit that in front of your bed. Every day you wake up, you will pop your eyes open. And then you'll start to realize what you've done, what you've allowed to happen to yourself, girl. And maybe that will motivate your big fat ass to actually do something in a gym. Driving into the parking lot and making videos, girl, is not really working out. Now, I have to say this about Brian. When Brian goes in that gym, he is really working out, honey. I don't know if it's because of fear of family history. He knows he needs to be smaller. Whatever his motivation for working out is, it is working. He goes and put plastic bags on there. He puts all these clothes on to sweat it out. He's serious about it. This is a total different experience than what we see with Jay Wilson, who just wants to run his goddamn mouth, who wants to sit in the parking lot and talk about how fat the ladies are going into the gym, instead of getting his ass out there and realizing I'm basically the same size and I'm a male. A male body and a woman's body is totally different, honey. But he constantly needs to put himself above. Somehow he's doing it right. Oh, no problem here. I said, but girl, ain't nobody ever got no problem, girl. We are amazed, but not amused by all the things you say that you do. But we are sick and tired of hearing your song, telling us how you ain't never did no wrong. Because if you really want to hear our views, you haven't done nothing. Jackson 5, sing along on, baby, say, do-do-wop, boop. Oh, hamburgers. Oh, my God, girl, the hamburger is here. Ooh, double with cheese. All that red meat, honey, all them carbs. Carbs are in the bread. Carbs are in the French fries. Carbs are all in the damn lettuce. Carbs are in the meat. Girl, she eating red meat. She getting everything on them burgers. And then she getting it 2 and 3 at a time, girl. Because you wouldn't say that you were a compulsive eater, right? If you just ate one hamburger, would you? Thank you, Rhonda, for the hamburger emojis. I ain't worried about it myself, honey. I got this gut. I ain't trying to impress nobody. I ain't trying to win no boys. I ain't trying to do shit, but I ain't got to sit up here and spin no narratives, girl, about how I'm going to the gym. And even though I went to the gym for a solid 15 years, 14 years, girl, I never mentioned it on you. I never saw the point in it, girl. Right? But she has to brag about everything. Wait a minute, baby, what's going on? Come over here. Come here. I got to take off your... Come in over here. I got to take off the harness to be comfortable. There you go. Sister Wilson is pumping up for future transition. She's becoming more and more of a woman every day, girl. More and more of a woman.
People who don't have to bamboozle the elderly over here. We celebrate responsible people over here. Okay?
They celebrate you.
Huh? We celebrate financial literacy over here. What is wrong with our folk when we just think that selling drugs and doing all of this stuff is something to be proud of? Now, I'm proud of it when you get out of it, but it's not a prideful thing when you win it.
Miss Thing, you stupid bitch. I was in drugs 20 years ago. What are you talking about, girl? Some of these people on here were in high school when I was doing drugs, girl. How am I celebrating it? You're such an annoying piece of shit, girl. And everything he said, we celebrate getting degrees. We celebrate getting a mortgage, getting a house. We celebrate getting 2 cars. Everything that he celebrates is what he says is him. Y'all notice that? He said he listed off all the stuff that they celebrate. Do you ever celebrate anybody else? Do you ever celebrate any writers? You ever celebrate any real singers? You ever celebrate these rappers who have created this career, girl, that is surpassed all other forms of music? Do you ever celebrate anything that has nothing to do with you, Jay Wilson? Oh, we celebrate getting degrees, get that degree. Jay Wilson, what you show us is that getting a degree doesn't necessarily mean anything. You personify that. Certainly getting 5 degrees, right? You would not expect that person to be at entry level in any position. And then we already know you have to work in nonprofits, right? So the 125,000, well, it was actually 85,000. You said a couple months later, they gave you a raise of 65. So they basically doubled your salary. Is that what you said? Jay Wilson, you are an abject failure. You need to take your ass to your alumni class for the first degree. And you need to see what people have been able to do with their lives, girl. And then go to the next alumni, because you could basically be going to alumni every weekend, right? What were those people able to accomplish? And then go to the next one. And then what you're going to realize is that all of the professional students in your school, the people who were just going for student loans, right, and to avoid working, all those people got all those degrees. They're in the same place you are, girl. Because a person who is going to have a career is not going to waste all that time getting useless degrees, girl. Now, we can understand it if they were going to be a surgeon, or they were going to be a nuclear physicist, or they had a specific thing that they were doing where everything was connected and related. You don't even go, one job has absolutely nothing to do with the next job. And there's been job after job after job after job. And all you can say is, I got a job, I'm working. Ooh, you don't like working? Ooh, you don't like working? There are a whole lot of people, if they don't have to, they ain't gonna work, Miss Thing. Yeah, I work plenty, honey. You don't have no understanding of that, so we ain't gonna talk about it. Why didn't he have a career when he got out of college? I would think so. I would think you would be anxious to go to work, but he's incompetent. I keep telling you guys, Jay Wilson is an idiot, honey. People don't sit up there saying the same thing over and over and over again like that, child, if they have any kind of intelligence. People like that, they would, over the years, they would have accumulated a pretty substantial vocabulary, right? They wouldn't just keep saying the same thing and again and again and again. And they wouldn't choose the beef sector of all places to come to and then they can't even have a debate in the beef sector. They're into turning up microphones and turning down your microphone and blocking you and muting you, and they can't even have a debate with homeless people. Jay Wilson is an idiot. That's why he never got a career. He never did anything, girl. And it's all he talks about other people, what they did. Because as long as he can keep all the rest of us down, that'll make him feel like he's up, right? He thinks people are supposed to be ashamed of because they did things in their past, girl. But I didn't say that it was a thing to brag about. What I said was the truth. That's all I did. I just tell the truth, girl. So the truth means something to me. Obviously, it means nothing to you, Jay Wilson, because you've been a liar all of your goddamn life, right? And that's why you've never grown. That's why you're still basically trailer trash in your mind, girl. No matter how much you move into this lily white neighborhood, girl, when they got 2 cars and 2.3 children, and then you go in there and pretend like you fit in, girl, it's gonna make no goddamn difference, girl. You're still an idiot. You can hang degrees on your walls like I got pictures, girl. That ain't gonna change the fact that you're an idiot. I like both of your homes. Well, my home is an apartment, and what I've done, I'm a decorator. I decorate things, right? His house is a house. One thing has nothing to do with the other thing, and I think that's where she got her mistake, girl. She thinks she is some kind of design impresario because of the size of her house. But whatever is good about the house was done by the people who built it. It ain't got nothing to do with interior design. So I don't know why she mixes up the two, girl. But everybody, that's their home. Whatever it looks like, girl. And for her, she want to constantly put down people who she feels like she perceives as having less than her because she only values space because of her pathetic upbringing in that trailer, girl, where you had 9 people in one room, no bigger than this. Imagine 9 people and 2 parents in a room the size of this, because that's all you can make in a single wide trailer, girl. Because nothing else would fit on the freeway. It has to be mobile. That's why it's a mobile home. 9 people plus 2 parents, girl. That's 11 people in a space that big. So she, in her mind, and people have what their dreams are. Her mind is just having a house. I just want to have a house. I want. We respect people who got a house. We got right. And she makes her mistake because she thinks everybody else is supposed to want what she wants, or everyone else's desires are what her desires are, girl. I can assure you, Betty White, if I met me a nice young lady, well, for me, it'd be a nice young man, and we wanted to have a family, and we wanted to get married, what would we do? Before the wedding. A lot of people choose to, they don't even have a honeymoon or the wedding. They just take the money, and what do? They go and they buy a house. Right? Why? Because people are going to live there. Right? This boy is traumatized, honey. But yeah, so you can make your home, you can make your, honey, I used to make my jail cell look cute. It's your place. She always got to go out of her way, girl, to criticize. She has no class. She certainly don't know anything about no interior design. I don't know why she's even talking about that. She ought to be talking about house building, taking credit for what somebody else did, girl. And that house, it ain't shit. It's a track house, child. The only thing significant about Jay Wilson house is that instead of putting rooms over the top because you didn't need them, they made high ceilings. So you have double high ceilings in the living room, and that's it. And if you put a floor in there, that would be the upstairs, more bedrooms, girl. There's nothing else spectacular about that place. There's no fireplace there. There's no architecture to the place. They're just plain white walls. I mean, I don't even know what she's bragging about, girl. Probably because nobody else has ever seen the goddamn house, unless you got a relative come in town once a year. Dumbass. Working around the clock. Got you working day and night. Hold on. Working around the clock, girl, to keep a house she don't need. What do you do, Jay Wilson? You get off at 12:30 at night. You drag your fat ass into the house, girl. And what do? You hit the refrigerator first. We know that. grab a bunch of shit for snacks, and you go to your bedroom. And that's what you need to have. Stupid ass. I could sell my house right now and profit a few $100,000, but the way the market is right now, I'm not starting over. Well, the thing is, when you get equity or profit, if you're going to stay in the same place where you're selling the house, then the prices have gone up, right? And so, generally speaking, you end up using your equity for the down payment just to keep your payments what they are now. But you know, people do it. Well, baby, it's your thing. Ain't nothing wrong with having a house. There are a lot of single men have houses, honey. They have houses for single men. I don't know if they out in the suburbs of Texas, girl, but if that's your dreams, do your dreams. Stop trying to beat other people over the head with your dreams, though, girl. That's all I'm saying. It's just low life. That's all I see. It's just trailer trash. I'm just sorry. That's just what it is, honey. A lot of people in my family, they got beautiful. I never even knew they had these kind of houses. They got beautiful homes, honey, and they got beautiful careers. Girl, they ain't over here beat me in my head about it. Ooh, what you got? Ooh, what you got? Go get equity at 70 years old. Bitch, please. What you going to use your equity for? Get you one of them electric wheelchairs? He ain't got that much time left. Jay Wilson's the old bitch. I don't know how much longer them ankles gonna hold up. Even he said he gonna work until he's 80 years old. Girl, you don't know a goddamn thing about what tomorrow brings, honey. You don't know if the sun gonna come out tomorrow or not, right? But I don't know if them ankles gonna hold up, girl, for much longer. They look like they were just about to bust when I saw them. Mm-hmm. He hasn't even painted. You're right. He hasn't done nothing. Oh, I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. Who the fuck moves into your home, girl? You only have one in your lifetime, girl. And you gonna sell it. You gonna sell. He's scared to put it. Oh, I didn't put no pictures on the wall. Here's the excuse. I didn't put no picture on the wall because I'm gonna sell it. How I'm gonna sell it? Okay, I got this earth shattering information for you, Jay Wilson. When you take a picture off the wall, you put toothpaste on the edge of your finger and you rub it across the little tiny hole, girl. That's all. Take a towel and you just wipe it off. And that's it. No one will ever even know there was a picture on the wall. So stop using it as an excuse for the fact you've been a lazy pig and you haven't done absolutely nothing to enhance that house at all, girl. If you were so concerned with all this equity you're supposed to be building, shouldn't you have built a fireplace in there or something, girl? Or did something to it and make it look better, girl? You're supposed to be a homosexual. We're expected to do better. I mean, straight men, ladies, we know you guys do fine. But I'm talking about, and a lot of times women, they have kids too. They have reasons to have a house. But I'm saying for straight men, we don't expect that much of them until they get married, right? But for a gay man, you're expected to know how to put your home together, nigga. It's just creativity. Everything creative about me, she wants to piss and shit on it. And she don't understand. I don't understand what he's so sensitive about. I don't understand. Everything that you do well, she wants to shit and piss on it. I don't see what the big deal is. Well, girl, whatever. Incidentally, we reached 40,000 words today in our latest novel. I've got 5,000 words left. Jay Wilson. And no, you will never understand. Oh, you don't book to pay the rent. Oh, we got everything's about money. Money, 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 money. He doesn't even understand what it means to be creative, to actually do something, Jay Wilson. Why haven't you gotten a plan together, a girl, about a business? Right? Something creative. You don't understand it. You're a penny pinching little piece of shit. Child, that boy ain't gonna paint shit. That he wouldn't know what color to paint. He come on here like he's the big designer. Where's your degree? Where's your degree? What I need a degree for, girl? There's my chair. I put it there. Everything you see is with loving care. It's my house. You got to get a degree in it. Oh, wait, no portfolio? No portfolio? I'm going to show you my papers. Nigga, I'm not a slave. We're free here. Show me your pay. But I ain't going to show you nothing about mine. Oh, that's my business. That's my business. Silly old sissy. Mark, do better. I know your mama and your family been telling you you could do better than this. Mark, I know your mama done set you down, boy. Said, listen, I'm not trying to get in your business. I'm not trying to be funny. You could do better than this. You're going to be gay. Be gay. But don't do this to yourself, Mark. You can do much better than this. Just some fat old braggadocious queen girl. No earthly use to the world at all. You're going to be trying to prop that bitch up for the rest of her life, girl. Mm-hmm. He can ask Fish for painting advice. He's obsessed with her apartment, child. Make your home comfortable for you, baby. Anybody trying to impress no stupid ass Jay Wilson? I don't know why she thinks anybody impressed with her punk ass. She got advice every day. She is Miss Manders, honey. You're the last person that needs to be trying to advise somebody about schooling, nigga, when we see that it's meant absolutely nothing to your life. Nothing, girl. I'm sure whatever nonprofit you're working for, you could have gotten there with a high school diploma. Ooh, you wouldn't have got all them student loans, though. I know she's about to shit on herself because Biden promises to do something about this student loan forgiveness. I'm all for a lot of people, not her. Not her. Make her pay back every goddamn dime. Swindler. Talking all about somebody government assisted. What the fuck you think all them student loans is, nigga, when you don't pay them back? You went into them without ever intending to pay shit back. Or you might have went into them thinking, oh, I'm going to have a career. I'm going to be successful. I'm going to be successful at passing out coffee on the airplane. Passing out coffee to other people who are actually paying for their trip. That's your big success. I got a job. I'm working. So what? So are janitors. They working too, girl. So are people at McDonald's. They working. I mean, aren't most people working? Are you retirement age? Of course you're gonna repaint the head. If you're gonna sell it, she ain't gonna paint because she gonna sell it. Where you gonna sell it, fool? How you gonna get some damn equity going into a fucking 30-year mortgage, girl, in your 50s? Next stop, nursing home, nigga. Still no clear retirement. She slipped up and dropped that she had used that 401k when she was in that sticky wicket when she lost that bullshit ass online job, right? She ain't never said nothing about using the 401k up. So then all of a sudden, oh, I got four 401ks. How did you get 4 401ks, girl? According to you, you only had 2 career jobs, right? You're not talking about these little jobs you've had since you've been on YouTube, are you? Surely you're not talking about the job you kept, one for 7 months, one for 5 months, one for 3 months. Are those 401ks as well? How much 401k do you collect in 4 months? I'm curious. Because you came on here acting like you had worked at airlines and Strader for your entire work life, right? You only talked about 2. And then we see you going through 4 and 5 of them since you've been on here. Just lying. What a useless life. A useless life, girl. I'm a free person. I can talk about anything. I won't on here because I see what kind of shit I got to deal with, girl. But in the general way, I'm not ashamed of nothing, girl. That's all real life. Real life experiences, girl. Anyway. She 50 years old plus a TLC and 3. She 50. She got a career all right. She is entry level. She started this job 5 months ago, girl. She said she started, they gave her $85,000 a year, right? 2 months later, she came back and said, no, I got a raise. I make $125,000 a year. That must be some nonprofit, bitch. When they are doubling your salary, girl, in 3 months. Yet you still got to drive cabs, girl, and be on YouTube 4 and 5 and 6, 7 hours a day. He can't make it past probationary period in order to participate in 401k. Okay. He stays getting fired. Exactly. He can't keep a job, child. He ain't got no what he forgot he had 401ks, girl. Maybe he stays on a job here and there long enough to get started. But I doubt that very much is in there because then he moves on to another job. I got another job. What was his big statement after Tracy had got income verification? I mean, employment verification. Oh, I had already moved on to something else. Really? You had already moved on to another job. So that would make 6, right? You don't tell us nothing about these other jobs, which tells us they're piece of shit jobs, girl. You're a doorman, right? You might be janitorial, because just to be floating from job to job to job to job, and we already heard you damn near in tears about working for Greyhound, girl. You ain't getting no executive positions, Jay Wilson. That's what's supposed to happen when you're in your 50s, girl, and you got 5 degrees, and you say you've been such a great worker. He never talks about his job because they ain't shit, girl. They ain't shit. Nonprofits. He probably sitting at the desk some damn where sort of drug addicts on escape. Or a line, rip those people off to try to save lives with PrEP. Huh. Somebody told him to go look at his channel. And they said, well, goddamn, he's double charging because he's saying that he's working for us all day. But really, we can see that he's online. He was online today, 6 hours. How could he possibly have been working for us? Another one bites the dust. There's another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, another job bit the dust. This is not a good look. What's wrong with having degrees, having a house? Cosmic Girl, you would have to be here, honey. So this is not a good look. What's wrong with having degrees and have a house? Why did he take you out, girl? She said, I got degrees, I got a house. Cosmic Girl, if you're still listening, baby, you can't be comparing this shit with your own life. We all know people have their hopes and their dreams and the things they want. And some people want a Porsche sports car, right? That's their dream. That's what they want. And that's what they work for. And then some people want an SUV to drive their kids around. And that's what they want, right? We all want different things. What's your name? Cosmic Girl. So we're not attacking you. We're talking about Jay Wilson, an abject failure who's constantly bragging about what he's got and comparison to what other people don't have, like they're all supposed to want what he wants, right? So don't take it personally, darling. I'm sure they only time you out for a minute. We don't like Jay Wilson over here. If you watch him enough, Cosmic Girl, you'll understand perfectly. I assure you. At some point, you're gonna say, "Damn, didn't he just say that?" Again. He was a neurosurgeon. He's a neurosurgeon, all right, girl. He probably taking out trash. You could tell he's not used to anything. He brags about everything. With 5 degrees, nigga, you should have been a neurosurgeon. You should have been something, girl. You could have been a brain surgeon with 3 degrees, nigga. All unrelated. Nothing has nothing to do with anything, girl. He just go from degree to job to job, degree to job to job. And it all culminates in buying this goddamn house that he cannot afford, and he cannot afford, and he does not need. Right Now, you people can't visualize what I'm saying. I know houses are cheap in Texas, and most people live in houses. Most families live in houses anyway, right? But can you imagine now me sitting right here? I have to go. I have a stairs here, and I have 5 bedrooms upstairs. Now, what would be the purpose of me having 5 bedrooms upstairs? My bedroom is here. My kitchen is there. I eat my food here. I'm a single person, which is what he is. He is a single person. I don't know why he keeps thinking that he's in a relationship. He got a partner because he doesn't know what it is, basically. He doesn't know what it is to share a household with someone. He doesn't understand what it is to share accounts and to have animals that you share and you share responsibilities. He doesn't know anything about that, girl. All he knows is I need me a hail. I'm gonna get me a hail. And it's all because he was raised in a tin can, which was the size of this room. He had 11 people, 2 parents and 9 children. Now, when you ask him about these 9 children in this single wide trailer, and a key point is single wide. A single wide trailer is not like a double wide trailer. A double wide trailer is like a small house, right? They're very similar to a small house when you go inside a double wide trailer, right? There are 2 trailers put together. They take the middle part out. It's a double wide. But a single wide is for the very poor, right? And he can't come to terms with what his upbringing was because his mind is still there. That's why he's constantly talking about money. And the money he's talking about is just little change. $30 here, $20 here. Ooh, got a super chat. Ooh, going insane, girl, over pocket change. Why? Because he's piss poor in his mind. He ain't never worked. He ain't never made no money. Jay Wilson ain't never made no money, honey. Believe me. He's been preparing, but he's so dumb and he's made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision after bad decision after bad decision, and then he finally graduates in his 50s. What is Miss Cosmic Girl? They are letting you have it, Miss Cosmic Girl. What you got your ass over here for, girl? Is she a bad actor? Let's go and get rid of Miss Cosmic. Cosmic Girl, goodbye. I don't have nobody over here taking up on Jay Wilson. I don't want to hear it, girl. He's an enemy of the state. People, I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. Lord have mercy. Y'all have a wonderful Wednesday evening. I'm sure I can go back over here. Miss Wilson is live again. Later.